At some point in your developer journey, you want to test out your AR app on device, and in this tutorial we're going to quickly walk through the most important steps needed to create a build both for iOS as well as Android devices. Let's make sure that we have an Apple developer account, so let's go to developer.apple.com and click on account and either log in or create a new free developer account. Next up, download, install and open up Xcode and already connect our iPhone to our Mac via a cable. And while installing Xcode, you of course want to make sure to select iOS as the platform that you want to develop for. When having connected your phone successfully to your Mac with Xcode open, go to the privacy and security settings and you should find the developer mode and toggle it on. This will only ever work if you have connected your phone to your MacBook via cable while Xcode is open, and you might need to restart the phone as well. So now we're here in our setup Unity AR project. If you're not sure how to set up an AR project in Unity so that you can also even build it to device, make sure that you watch the very first part of this tutorial series. Next, let's open up the build profiles and then we can click on iOS, make sure that this is selected. If not, we have to click on the switch platform button here at the bottom right corner. Next, let's go to the player settings and do a check whether we do have still any issues by going to the project validation, and in the Android, in the iOS and in the PC tab. If there are any issues, we can simply click on fix all and that will automatically solve the issues for us. Next up, let's click on the player menu here in the sidebar. In the other settings, let's go down to the active input handling, make sure it's set to both or new. If you also want to build to Android, make sure it's set to new, but for iOS it can be also set to both. Then we can simply click on the build settings, choose a folder, and then it will take a little while until the project has actually been built. Once the project has finished, let's open up the Xcode project in Xcode and click on the Unity iPhone symbol here at the top left corner. Make sure that our device is connected, which should pop up if it's connected via a cable. And then let's go to the signing in capabilities. Let's go to the Xcode settings and make sure that we are actually logged in with our Apple ID account, and if not, let's just add that on the plus button here. This is the account we created earlier. And then all we need to do is click on Manage Automatic Signing and then select our development team, which where your name should pop up. By the way, if you don't find your device, go to the product destination and then manage run destinations. And here your iPhone should pop up, and if it's not automatically connecting, you can also do a right click and connect, and it might take a few minutes to set up. And then simply click on the play button at the top left corner, and then it should say building or downloading cached symbols. And depending on the size of your app, after a few minutes, it should be running on your phone. Now for Android, let's go back to our Unity project and to our build profiles, and let's also go back to our player settings up here. And then switch to the Android tab and then scroll down until we will find the active input handling. And then we need to set the active input handling to the new input system. And this will not only restart the editor, but we also need to make sure that in our scripts we use the new input system. And I'll do another tutorial on, for example, how to do the AR placement with the new input system, but that will be in another video of this series. Just like in our iOS version, let's also make sure that here in the project settings under the project validation, we don't have any errors under the Android tab, and if so, we just click on fix all to make sure that we can build. And then we want to go ahead and switch to Android by clicking on the Android symbol and clicking switch platform. It will then take a few seconds or minutes depending on the size of your project, and then it is good to go to create a build. So then all we need to do is click on build, then make sure to set a name and set the APK name, and then click save. And then it will create a Android APK that we can then load onto our device and simply test out. And in order to install this APK to your Android phone and test out the app, you might have to set your phone to developer mode as well, but this might be greatly dependent on what kind of Android phone you have. So is it a Samsung or a Huawei and whatnot. And so I definitely would recommend to do a quick Google search on, for example, your specific phone name and then enable developer mode, and to find out, because it greatly differs on where the setting is and if you even have to put on developer mode. So I would definitely recommend do some individualized research here, but it should go very quickly, and then you'll also be able to test out your app on device.